Banana Zip Pouch, shoutouts to Lauren R. for her donation of that. And from Rom Scout himself, you can get the Super NES bundle with a boxed copy of Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2 with a minimum donation of $15. To remind you guys of who Doctors Without Borders is, they're otherwise known as Médecins Sans Frontières. They are an international medical humanitarian organization created by doctors and journalists in France in 1971. Today, MSF provides independent, impartial assistance in more than 60 countries to people whose survival is threatened by violence, neglect, or catastrophe, primarily due to armed conflict, epidemics, malnutrition, exclusion from healthcare, or natural disasters. In 1999, MSF received the Nobel Peace Prize for their efforts. I've got a $50 donation from Hitman66. Hello, SGDQ. I would just like to say, this is a fantastic event. I watched AGDQ in the start of the year, where I also donated an amount of $50, so I would like to match that donation. Good luck to all the runners that are running through the whole event. I'm going to try to watch as much as I can. Thank you very much, Hitman. Got a $20 donation from Coach Crab. Good luck to everybody. I only wish I could donate more. Can't wait for the Donkey Kong Country and Super Mario World runs. Long live Super Nintendo. Agreed. Thank you, Coach Crab.
Why would you do that to Gary? Why would you do that to Gary? I know.
I've got a $100 donation from Spike Vachita's Afro. Was just about to go to sleep when I heard Spike Vachita's voice saunter its way into my ears. I'm very sorry about that. I'm sticking around for this. I've got a $50 donation from Cheeseman585. Super excited for all the kick-ass games this year. Have some cash for great games and a great cause. Thank you very much, Cheeseman.
Yeah, it's gonna win.
Okay. All right, I know I've got a rowdy bunch over there. All right, real quick. I've got a $20 donation from El Rubius. Everybody in the room scream "yow" at the same time. If you donate, I'll donate another $20. Yeah. If you don't donate, that's $20. We'll have a Secret Service on you. But thank you very much. I've got a $70 donation from Jareth87. Keep up the good work. You guys rock.
Why is the SFC not working?
$36 from Fran Fernaba. Just doing my part to get us over the 1 million mark for a second time. $20 from Kai Nexus. My thanks to all the runners and everyone else behind SGDQ for hosting such a wonderful event. Everyone please keep donating to keep that soothing Professor Broman's voice going. Well, sorry. You got whatever my voice is. $35 from Wind Wizard. Can't wait for the hype low percent Super Metroid Zoast run and get that 1% fusion ball rolling. First time donating. Please kill the animals.
Nice cat.
I've got a $10 donation from one of our own community members, Cyberbot X. Shoutouts to Cyberbot. He says, time for a monkey block donation. Donkey Kong for president or something. Wait, that might be a bad idea. In any case, putting this to getting Uranium Acre to get all the gems in a version, and hopefully the game doesn't troll him too much. Thank you, Cyberbot. Sorry you can't make it this year, buddy.
It is. I'm not gonna lie.
I've got a $100 donation from Devil Lord 6. Been waiting for SGDQ since AGDQ. I can't watch all the games, but I will be watching as much as possible. I hope I see lots of "that has never happened before." That's... Well, all right, thank you for that. Also, thanks to all the runners. Here's to a great marathon. Professor Broman can decide where this goes, but he must do it in a sexy voice. Well, we'd like to thank you for that donation that was sent a little while ago. Sick. And I got a $10 donation from Tsunami 2069. Not much. Yeah, in money tight, but I couldn't not do my contribution to this great cause and really awesome event. Keep up the good work on this great idea and work. Being an animal rights defender, I've got to say, save those animals.
But it's not on here.
Looks like we are almost set up for Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, it's on the stream, but not for us.
Weird.
You're definitely in for a treat. Garrison is actually tied for the Donkey Kong Country world record in this category. He's about to run any % all stages.
Okay. Is it on the wrong input, maybe? Yeah, not the problem.
We did it, y'all.
What? Alright, whatever.
All right, with that, I'd like to get a roll call from the couch and the runner.
Garrison.
Twig?
Monongu.
I'll fit in one more donation before we get started. I've got a $50 donation from Balthazar228. This donation is for one of my favorite games of all time, DKC1. I remember playing it at the age of 5.
Would it be better if I just ditched the chair and sat on the couch?
And have loved it ever since.
Okay.
Spike Vegeta's
That's not
afro
perfect,
decides
but
where it
yeah.
goes. Take a bidding war and choose the opposite of what Spike Vegeta wants, because the fro will never do what he wants. All right, well, thank you, Balthazar.
I just don't know what I can do. Come down some.
All right. And with that, I hand it over to Garrison and one of y'all's favorites, Donkey Kong Country.
Okay. Okay. I'm ready in 3, 2, 1, go. So this is a game about rolling monkeys. Nope. Number 1 rule of thumb in this game is donkey is bad and you never want to use him.
Get rid of him right away.
Yeah, just by even having him, not using him, like causes lag in a lot of the earlier levels, so he's not going to pick him up on purpose.
Not only that, but there's like, you actually gain time on the map by not having Donkey Kong.
Yeah, this game is pretty straightforward. It's just a lot of rolling and execution. There's not really many tricks other than jump rolls. But
Yeah, there's a few big glitches. They'll be pretty obvious. Some of them are more certain than others.
yeah.
Yeah, so this is the any % all stages category because there is a wrong warp to the 6th world, and you can complete the run in like, what is it?
Like
minutes?
8.5.
Yeah. So in this run, he's going to be doing every level and not skipping all the way to the end.
Happens.
That level is what most of the game is like. It's just a lot of timing, extended rolls through enemies, and jumping at the right time. So there's this thing called extended rolls where if you roll into an enemy, it gives you your roll back without having to jump first. And you can roll at a certain time after you hit the enemy to kind of extend how far you roll. And you can also use it to gain speed. There's kind of different places where you want to use an extended roll and different places where you want to just roll through enemies to keep your speed.
It's all very variable, depending on the platforming you're on, the enemies that you roll through. Most of them have to do with like multiple enemies, but there are a few that you do with just one. World 1 is pretty simple, straightforward. A lot of these first few worlds have a bunch of shortcuts. This one, you just fly over most of it.
I've got a $44.16 donation from DG's. Good luck, Garrison. Shoutouts to Twig cutting the twig live, and shoutouts to everyone that plays donkeys.
Aw, dang.
Interesting.
Money goes for Jaden's no EG because it will blow your mind. I think we can all agree with that.
For the fans.
It's a rare look at this level.
Yeah, he accidentally slipped off that platform and killed. It happens?
It does, but let's try that again. But yeah, what happened unfortunately is the very edge of platforms. I just happened to be on the edge and I slid off of it and killed the enemy that I needed to be alive through the shortcut, which is right here. And this basically takes it into the level, so kind of unfortunate, but whatever.
And you could see him using those extended rolls on the section right before it to kind of fly over the gaps.
This game has some unique physics with the rolls where basically you get a lot of air time from rolling into enemies.
Good boss design?
Yeah, this game has some pretty tough bosses. So there's another big extended roll on this next level. It kind of lets you fly through one of the pits in the beginning and roll into a vulture. If you don't get the extended roll, he's too high. Yeah, that's the guy.
One thing about rolls that's very important is you want to kind of ride most of them out. Like over here, I'm taking a lot lower than it probably looks like it should be, but it does still save frames because you're moving faster.
Yeah, you move faster when you're rolling as opposed to jumping or walking or running.
Yeah, and you have to jump at the end of it or he has like a stuck animation. Unless you like roll through an enemy.
Yeah. So that's why he's just rolling and jumping the whole time pretty much.
Unless you're going down a slope and there's all these different rules in Donkey 1.
Yeah.
This is like the first real level in this run. It's pretty difficult.
Yeah. And this section up here is pretty tough. Yeah, it's really hard to get through those bees by making that cycle.
Figures.
Yeah.
Recovery strats are kind of hard, a little bit harder than actually doing it right in the first place.
Yeah.
Anytime you're donkeying this run, you're just fearing for your life.
The ratio of like Diddy Kong to Donkey Kong typically is something like 95% Diddy Kong, 5% Donkey. Just because he's so slow, he can't make any jumps. There's almost no advantage to having him. Most of the reason why you use Donkey Kong at all is because you need to kill a Kong, and it makes more sense to kill the bad one than the good one. This level in particular has a glitch where I need to switch to Donkey Kong. And once this guy rolls down the ledge, I sacrifice Donkey Kong, and that sets a flag where basically next time I take damage and bounce on an enemy, I gain infinite height until I let go of the jump button. So typically you're supposed to have a tire to get to there, but with that glitch you can just skip the tire entirely.
And another thing he's useful for is there's a few Donkey Kong only warp barrels. That was one of them. Or for whatever reason, there's only the barrels only appear when you're Donkey Kong. There's another one in this next level, so he's gonna stay Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And then the only other use
And
is that he can kill certain enemies in one hit.
I've got a $20 donation from Supreme. Hey guys, Supreme here. Best of luck to Gary and Twig during the DKC block. I know you guys will do great. Wish I could have been at SGDQ to support all the speed friends, but I know you guys will all do great. Thank you, Supreme.
I swear I'm like the worst at those barrels.
Those barrels are tough.
Well, that and they're different in Donkey 2, which you've been practicing.
Visible tire.
Don't need to see it. Like that other level with the glitch where you basically gain infinite height. You can do that here, but it's a little bit more beneficial. So the first thing I need to do is get this barrel and immediately lose Diddy. Get him back.
Very nice.
So the rest of this level is pretty much on autopilot. There is one point where I need to let go of jump, but yeah, it's pretty free.
Good level?
This level actually used to be pretty cool before because you do a bunch of rope glitches, but this is 20 seconds faster, so.
I'm guessing this is the bees glitch.
Close enough.
No, dude, this is shoutouts to SMW.
Fly over every level.
Fly over every level. This is a level you're going to see a lot of extended rolling in to skip ropes, and they're really tough.
There's basically two routes that you can choose. Winning the game, you can either go into one of the bonuses and get the ostrich to make life a little bit easier. This route is just a little bit faster.
Very nice.
That's a really hard one to hit. It's a really small timing window. And if you miss it, you just kind of roll into the pit.
Yeah, you find out if you live or die like so late, there's almost no reaction time. So this is kind of a newer thing.
Oh, yeah.
This is the map warp. Basically, the World 1 map has a few points on it that are glitched. You stop for exactly 1 frame. It skips most of the level.
So you just lose about a second every time you miss that. You can just keep trying it, a second or two.
Where's the spoon, man? Where's the spoon?
Spoonless.
Yeah, because you can press any of the face buttons. If you take a spoon and just mash it up against all 4 of the face buttons when you're there, it's like guaranteed.
There's a lot of different strategies for matching out the map warp that people use. People use cell phones. Back of the Wii remote is another common one. There's actually spoon mashing tutorials on YouTube. Wow. Give me back my fish.
Shark vortex. Yeah. So the only thing worth mentioning on this boss is if you pick up the left barrel, you lose a frame of lag for whatever reason. So he just wants to use the right barrel.
You get to save all 4 frames by just grabbing the right barrel instead. It's one of those things that there's no reason not to do it.
The timing on that throw is actually pretty tricky on the way up.
The first throw is a pretty tight window.
I've got a $25 donation from Spim. If Garrison wins the DKC2 race, I'll donate another $25. If Twig wins, I'll donate another $50. Hashtag lawyer. Sad I can't be there with you guys, but I'll see you in January. Thank you, Spim.
Ooh.
So he's doing there's a slope jump, I guess. I guess I don't know the technical term for it, but if you're holding a barrel and you jump off a slope, it gives you a huge boost. I think that might be the only time that's actually used in the run.
Yeah, there's another one that you can do to save like 40 frames, but it requires 2 frame perfect inputs.
I've also got a $10 donation from Blecky.
Ooh.
Blecky here. Good luck to my favorite steeds, Gary and Twig. Please put this towards La Mulana original because it's just plain better. Would love if that super hunk in the back wearing a yellow hat would blow a kiss to the camera. Thank you, Blecky.
It's actually faster just to walk there than to roll. Ice physics are a little bit different.
This is the only level left with the bird now on the run. Everything else is drop the bird.
So one thing to note with the bird is he's actually faster if he's running than when he's in the air, so he's going to maximize his time on the ground as much as possible.
I've got a $100 donation from Taboff. Love Conky Dong. Love what you guys are doing, but even if DK is the hero, we must kill the animals. All the animals. Also, El Rubius did donate another $20. Okay, here are the $20 I promised if you yelled yow. You guys are awesome. Keep up the great work. Thanks and greetings from Spain.
So this is basically just a 2-minute intermission. The only thing to note is you just want to round the corners, basically, and don't run into any walls. There's not much else to this stage.
Water stages in the series are very deceptively complicated, I guess. You can bleed just a lot of time, and it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah.
But it really screws up your movement, and you can drop easily like 3 or 4 seconds in this stage and not even realize it.
Yeah, you can tell by the music at the end of the stage how well you did. So you can kind of, I guess the hitbox of the walls isn't quite as big as what they look like, so you can kind of round the corners save a few frames that way on every turn.
Yeah, in certain places you can just like hug the top and not hit anything.
Yeah.
And that's used a lot in one of the later water levels.
Got a $100 donation from Azul. Awesome stuff. Thank you, Azul. I've got a $35 donation from Antille58. Very hyped to attend SGDQ in person after watching so much this past year. It was awesome to get to chat with both Garrison and Twig and learn some DKC2 tips for my runs. Here's to each of them getting a 41 in their race. All right.
Well, I'd take it after the beginning of this run. The real game starts now.
Yeah.
Fun fact, there's actually a warp from the first level of the game to this level. But obviously it's not used in the all stages category. All stages in general is just a lot more competitive.
Oh yeah, he skips the parrot in the beginning because the light causes lag.
It's one of 3 levels that are really dark.
Yeah, Stevie's looking a little rough. Loopy lights might be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, loopy lights, I can't make any promises.
So this level's really cool because you use a lot of tire rolls, which you have to land on the edge of the tire to roll off of. And he'll be skipping a lot of the sections where you normally have to wait.
Happens. It's a very rough jump. You got him. My jump button. Too bad. The guy needs to die. There we go.
Nice. Oops.
Flippy strats have failed me. A little bit rougher than I would have liked, but we're through. This guy, you can actually skip one of his phases by sacrificing a Kong. So obviously Donkey Kong is the one that has to go.
This is one of Donkey's shining moments.
Yeah.
This next world has all the fun levels.
Mm-hmm. One thing to point out is fire isn't real.
Nice.
Very nice. Thank God there's a warp in this level.
This is a giant auto-scroller.
I've got a $20 donation from Satoryu. First SGDQ 2014 donation. Expect more. Good luck, everyone. Wish I could have been there with you. Thank you, Satoryu.
So he's just pausing here to manipulate the trolley cycles. So he skipped a cycle on those platforms by waiting there.
One important thing to note about the fish is his animation can actually skip through certain things, and you can just flip through tires or enemies.
And it's got some invincibility frames on the startup.
That's unfortunate, but this wall's fake, obviously. Because I lost the fish, I can't make this cycle. This is a part where you can just sort of hug the ceiling and not have to worry about any of the fish in here. This is just like one of those levels that really was difficult for kids, for sure, when this game came out.
So here's another part where Donkey's useful. It sets up this glitch. You want to explain how it works, Greg? Do you know? I can't explain it. So.
Basically what I've heard is it thinks you're still in the cart, so you can infinitely jump. And this only works in 1.0 and 1.1 versions of this game. Similar with all the jump rolls. I mean the wrong words, really. Can you jump roll 1.2?
I don't remember, I don't think I played 1.2.
You just can't do this one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, I never played 1.2. Ooh. And the reason why he stopped the infinite jumping in the air is because for some reason at that point it stops. It's the first point of land in the level, which I think it resets the marker.
It's bananas.
Amazing, man. That's actually a 1-up in the Japanese version.
Very nice.
All right. Oh, go ahead.
This is another part where Donkey's actually useful. So you can kill the armies at the end of the boss in one hit.
Yeah, I wanted to go ahead and get in this real quick donation. $25 from Balthazar228. Loving the DKC 1 run so far. We'll donate another $25 if one of the people on the couch does Donkey's victory dance after a boss. Or 50 if the other one does Diddy's
No idea.
dance simultaneously. Runner's choice.
Simultaneously.
I don't remember what he does.
I don't know what to see it. There you can see it at least. Claps. I mean, that's
So donkey celebration is actually faster. It's another bonus ending of a donkey there.
If the rest of the run wasn't hard enough, there's a 1-frame trick in this level that saves, what, a minute?
Yeah, about 55 seconds for the best version, 43 for the other. So now it's just sort of waiting. It's very intense in actual PV attempts.
And your punishment for missing is another minute of auto-scrolling.
Yeah, I jumped out.
The Redeemer.
Nope. Dang.
That sucks.
So that first one he tried is really difficult because you kind of gotta wobble back and forth between the platform and the moving platform and the stage. And if you accidentally land on one of them, that ends your jump roll that you actually get.
And the way that works is you're jumping on an enemy and rolling on the same frame. So it's a 1-frame trick. So this entire speedrun comes down to basically 2 frames.
Yeah.
Just gotta press Y.
The rationale with this game is most, 95% of your runs are just not gonna get everything you need to get. So you just want to save as many frames as you can every run, just so when you finally do get it, it's in a good run.
I've got a $35 donation from Carly. Hey guys, I love these marathons because they always go to a great cause and they are very entertaining. Lots of talented runners. Keep up the great work.
Nice one, Donkey. I died doing that extended roll last night. This is one of the few, the only stage in this game where Rambi is actually useful. That's because he controls very poorly. But he is good at damage boosting, so the goal is to try and take him to basically a little past halfway and throw him into some spikes and then eventually a pit. Kill the animals. See ya.
So there is another jump roll in this level, and it saves, I think, 2 seconds? Ooh.
Too late.
That's
Yeah,
2 or 3.
Easier to go for it.
Yeah. Always, man.
If you miss that, generally you die because you bounce off of the snake. And it's pretty much normally only used in the any percent run because it's required, because every second counts. Gary's a crazy man, though.
This level has a lot of cool strategies just because of all the enemy generators that you bounce off of. Skip the snake, man.
Let him live. He's fine.
All right, let's hope I can see this TV. This level is exceptionally dark, especially towards the end. On the practice TV that I had, I just couldn't see anything. invisible. I can see them.
My platform was invisible.
Yeah, everything in that section was completely invisible on my practice TV. I was like, oh no.
What?
Guess not. Shout out to Garrison.
And this is basically the last level in the game. The rest of it is simple bosses, but it's also one of the most complex levels in the game. There's armies all over the place with falling platforms.
Nope.
Aw.
And that was the last jump roll.
It's okay though, because the end of this level is really cool.
Yeah.
The strategies.
Yeah, this is one of those levels that's almost unfortunate that there is a jump roll just because there's so much cool platforming in it. I'm not going to do the risky strat. There's one risky strat where basically you just jump on this and hope that you live.
I've got another $50 donation from Balthazar228. To quote DK64, well done.
Thank you.
Got a $35 donation from Le Blitz, FAC XDDD. Sure. Money towards that hunk in the yellow hat in the back, putting his hat on the afro hunk at the back. I assume that's you. All right. He wanted to see if it would fit. Thank you very much. Got a $20 donation from the Ape. Greetings from Switzerland.
Distracted.
Keep up the good work. Thanks to all. Monkey's hype. Got a $15 donation from Disarm. Thank you all for making the world a better place. Thank you for being a part of it, Disarm.
Slides.
Doing the test strat.
Time?
Yeah.
You know it isn't the end because there's a question mark. And time. Maybe start a little bit better. All right for 3 full deaths or whatever.
Yeah, no jump rolls.
Whatever.
What can you do?
Yeah. That was Donkey Kong Country.
Another big shout outs to Garrison and Donkey for that quick kill.
Setting up already.
We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll be setting up for the sequel, Donkey Kong Country 2, which will be a race between Garrison and Twig. Get hype.
Definitely.